If you haven't thought about your insurance policies yet this year, now might be a good time to switch things up and maybe even save a little bit of cash. Chris Hall is with us now, Vice President at Meadowbrook Insurance Agency. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Allie.
So insurance can sometimes be a bit of an afterthought. I know I'm notorious for this, but there's some big life events that we should be thinking about when we're talking about upgrading our policies.
That is certainly true, and believe me, I'm guilty of it as well. But, with a new year, new resolutions, might be time to check into your auto and homeowners insurance policies. There's several life events that we all experience that might prompt a call to your agent or your insurance company. A couple examples. A lot of my clients have started a new job. Well, with a new job usually means new health insurance. New health insurance means you should reach out to your auto insurance company to make sure that you're both on the same page over who's going to pay the bills if you're injured in a car accident. You don't want any ambiguity at the time of the loss. So reach out to them, find out about that. There's also several discounts that you might be eligible for as part of that new job. Or, for instance, maybe you welcomed a new baby into the world. Maybe it's time to think about life insurance. You might want to actually own your policy as opposed to relying on the one that you have through work. There's maybe several other options that you have. I'll give you a couple more examples. We're seeing a lot of teen drivers that are out there now. So if you have a teen driver that's getting their permit or newly licensed, please reach out to your auto insurance company. Make sure they're listed properly on the policy. You want to make sure that they're fully covered in the event that they get into an accident while behind the wheel.
Now, a lot of people have been working from home during the pandemic and making home improvements. Any policies that would help with those repairs?
Good question. Yeah, we've seen a lot of people doing home improvements, maybe finishing a basement or adding an office. It's important to keep your homeowner's insurance agent or company in the loop on that. If you have increased the value of your home through some of those improvements, you want to run what's called a replacement cost estimate. Your agent can help you with this. It's free of charge. We'll refresh this number for you, ask you things like the square footage, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, is that basement finished or not? And what it's going to do is kick out a baseline number for the bare minimum coverage that your home should have to totally rebuild if there's a total loss like a fire or a tornado. And that number, again, has been increasing over the past couple of years with the cost of building materials being higher. So it's a good idea to stay on top of that so you're not surprised if you have a major loss.
Now, what can we find out in an insurance policy review?
Well, every agent, despite popular belief, we are here to help you. We're not here to just raise the cost on you. Reach out to us. Many agents are skilled at uncovering some of these needs. We'll ask you a few questions. We'll help you figure out, do you have appropriate coverage or are there improvements that can be made? At least help educate you on what's covered, what's not. And that way you can make an educated decision as to how to approach your policies.
And what's the number one piece of advice that you would be giving people when it comes to reviewing your insurance policy and making sure that it's the right fit for you and the right fit for your budget?
Definitely. Well, going back to what I was saying earlier, talk with a skilled agent, talk with somebody who's experienced, preferably somebody who can shop multiple companies for you. Not to promote ourselves here, but some agents can actually run quotes with multiple carriers, which is a good idea to do every few years just to make sure you're still getting the best deal on your insurance. And also, obviously, do that review and make sure you still have appropriate coverages for you and your family.
All right, Chris, thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
Thanks, Allie.